Another engagement, though, has taken place. We've been following this since the very beginning. It was the XSET boys versus Dubs, Mega, and Bizzle. Looks like maybe there is some trouble. We're going to be looking at AV pushing up, trying to gain some vantage points on, of course, the people just up ahead, but out of match, right? He only has one build to his name, so he's going to be in a lot of trouble, and I hope he can make it out of this, or else Dubs, Bizzle, and Mega, they're going to start off strong.
Yeah, no doubt. XSET, it's on the back foot right now, using a lot of valuable resources that they earned here in Fortilla, such as the metal, and Bizzle, Mega, and Dubs are just swarming like sharks right now, which is a new addition I hope to get to see. But I'm hearing the pistol shout, so I got to give a shout out to Destiny Jesus out there, who's talking about the valuable of the pistol shots. And we're here to see the keep up the pressure right now as Bizzle does get beamed a little bit. He's going to have to disengage as AV was able to take that high ground and survive a little bit of this pressure. Let's see how this storm fight works out here, Reflections.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Obviously, battling in a storm is not what you want, especially now that you're in a 2v3. Mega, Dubs, Bizzle did a great job kind of holding off. Bizzle, no worries in the world. He's got the bottomless chug. He's going to go ahead and use that. One of the rare opportunities that it is useful. Bottomless chug isn't that good, especially in late game. We've seen it used in solos, but I think in trios, it's going to be a little bit too much taking place. But either way, though, this battle continues to ensue. But this is not the fight. I think both teams, they didn't want this, right? They didn't want to be fighting in storm this early on. They didn't want to be losing teammates. Now they're already using their med kits. They burned through minis and half pots. I think right now both teams are not feeling as comfortable, but it is what it is. You got to establish dominance game one.
And that establishing dominance is a key factor. We're going to see a lot of these early fights. We already saw one at Lazy Lake. Here it is at Fortilla. They're trying to condition the rest of the way. Again, these are 5 games that are very, very crucial. We saw in the first week of the second week of Ninja Battles go to that final frame of Game 5. And that was so crucial because we had 2 teams tied for first place going into it, and then we had it all come down to the final moments there. So it's very important that you have a succeed. Now back on board with Mega, Dubs, and Bizzle, and they have a solid spot here as well, as you see. About to enter the 5th zone here, going to go for the first half in and half out, which means the storm's a little bit in and a little bit outside. So let's see what's going down right now as a big battle is happening and RPGs are going out, and Team XSET gets obliterated by Tom by 72 hours, and EMAT is sent it, and they're full saying, oh my goodness, you got to be careful though, putting those ramps. This commandment gets hit right in the grill, but they were full sending it with those rockets here on the ultimate low ground, as we are in some crazy battles that are happening right now, Reflections, in this congested side of the circle.
I think we've always been there. You know, it's like you're building up, everything is cool, and then everything is not cool. You got the RPGs coming in, they're spamming your walls, and you're in a lot of trouble. Thank goodness, though, the minigun isn't there, because that was so frustrating. And even the drum gun back when it was incredibly OP. But everything is cool, like in the house that Commandant's got. He's chilling. He has enough for a sofa, for a TV, just kind of lounge up, if you will, and they've got good positioning. Either way, though, we see that storm is going to be collapsing down in just about 8 seconds. We'll get that half and half. And then the true story is going to unfold, Sancho. We're going to see who's going to have to rotate over. Is EMAT going to be comfortable in the positioning that he has? And, well, I don't think anybody's really comfortable with that. Everybody's got to rotate over. EMAT's actually sitting pretty where he's at.
Yeah, everybody here on the congested side are going to have to make a decision whether to use their pads and mobility. No doubt EMAT squad is looking for a pad opportunity right now. They may have a free rotate on the ground. A lot of these players are choosing to fight on the ground simply because fighting for height is not the great idea to do right now, and considering that they do not have the items to contest for height at this moment is not a good idea, as Team XSET goes down from 72 hours. Comp Tom is in full effect right now, and we're seeing that Dubs and Mega are doing their best to avoid the focus of the lobby, as the 100 Thieves boys are making the rotation. So you're seeing everybody shooting just to like get people turtled up so they could have a free rotate. You're hearing the crash pads, and there's the mobility going after. But with the size of this lobby, Reflections, I'm assuming that you're not going to see a lot of launch pads used right now, as Kanata uses a crash pad as Macwood almost gets those hits. But these were Clix's crew that were sitting on top of the mountain. They moved a little bit more down, so now they have a nice opportunity because they have all those mats saved because all the rest of the lobby reflections use all those mats in that congestion and this rotate.
Yeah, and you know what? Let's talk about the mats for a second because, you know, those low ground warriors are going to have to get through all those mats, and that's going to be difficult, especially when that storm starts hitting very, very hard, which it will shortly. Liking this, though, from Dubs, Mega, and Bizzle. We saw Bizzle drop a little bit earlier. Dubs was able to get them back up. They continue to fight it out. I don't think they have any floppers, so they're not going to have the luxury of getting quick hills in. They've got med kits, but we know med kits take a long time. That bottomless chug for Bizzle, I highly doubt he's going to have an opportunity to use that, but you know, hey, he might surprise us. We might see. 72 hours, though. No, say it ain't so. My favorite streamer, he drops Cloud the Great, picks him up. We're down to just 38.
Down to 38, and the 6 full rotation is happening right here. Right now, you have the 100 Thieves with NRG sitting up there on Pop, and Rex and Epic Whale. Let's see if they have the ability to hold. And no, the RPG knocks them down, but they're still trying to contest for height, and the RPG is hurting their height stamina as Arkin gets a nice hit on Young Cal to try to help him out. Now it's a standoff between Clix and Ark, and Clix throws a crash pad. I don't know where that was going, but I think Clix is either trying to set up this rotation, but no doubt Arkham right now, they're going to have a big issues trying to hold on to height, considering that Zat and Safe have that grenade launcher in play, and Clix gets some nice hits, and the battle for height continues. Reflections.
A lot of mats being used here. This is going to be big, though, if Clix can get up top here, which he does. This is massive. He breaks over the high ground, doesn't lose much health. His rest of his trio is here. Clix and Co just set themselves up for success.
They have, but they're being contested right now by Bucky and his crew. Clix and Macwood on their old builds. As you see, the rest of the lobby having to work through this evolution, and that's been very dangerous to do. So all those people on the low ground who expended so many laps have a lot of work to do as we're back on height here. Macwood trying to do their best, realizing that they may have to give up height, and they do drop down. So it's very dangerous to be in a situation, Reflections, because if you are second from height, you're going to be focused heavily, and we all know who could be up there at height, and that could be Safe and crew. But Macwood having a nice little layer right here, going to go ahead and extend out to get in front of the storm. As we're taking a look at all the action unfolding, we see Mega and crew down to second. We have Stretch actually at height right now, and Bizzle and Mega rotating in. Miro goes down in the back, reverse, and his crew is in trouble as they're on the backside. Salt and his crew is in trouble because they're on the backside. And we have actually Unknown. Unknown is right now cranking for height and still in this battle.
Unknown is going to be deadly, especially right now late game. We know how he can slay out, and he's going to continue to do so. This is where a lot of the teams are going to start heating up, getting those 1 points per elimination count, just topping off his teammates with those chug splashes. You love to see it. Fernando also on the inside. Curious to see how he's going to make it out of this. We are down to just a few players now. 25 remain. They're going to fall off very soon, and that zone is moving in quick. Bucky up top is going to be just spamming down low. Calc is also down there along with Macwood. It's going to be Arkham, Clix, Epic. Well, they're going to fall. Macwood also falls too. Those are some favorites to make it towards the end, but Unknown continues to pop off. That's Clix down, and Unknown picks up 3.
Fernando and Cloud right now in this crew, and they get hit with the RPG. Cloud does have the grappler, so he could farm for placement right here because every placement has matters. Right now, they have 3 E limbs, so that's 3 points to their name. So it's very important to hold on to that grappler as much as possible. No doubt he got the call from his team to farm his placement. Now on board with Bucky, Creo, and Kanata, the team that were roasting each other yesterday. Now they're working together as a unit, contesting for highlighting that Innocence in trouble, and they get bopped out by the shockwave, and Bucky doesn't have any heals or any way to get back into the fight. He's gonna have to walk in. He's gonna try to find an impact frag. Down he goes, but Kanata's still up, and Day is actually still alive. Now on board here with Scope, and Scope has all the recipes for success as they were able to take away the shockwave grenade launcher from Sad and Safe's crew.
Things are getting interesting. 7 players remain. Reverse 2K, the man that you pointed out, trying to find a solid org. He's still in the mix. You got Pure also fighting Young Calc too. Scoped up top. He's able to pick anybody he wants. That's Calc getting some damage on him. Also, too, to mention, he has over 400 mats. Calc will fall, and that is going to be a big loss. Nosh is able to pick him up. Now, good angle from up top. Scope picks up yet another. Reverse is going to pick up Zippa as well as Nosh. We're up in the air. Scope is coming down. He's got high ground once again.
my goodness.
Riverson also falls. We're now down to just 3 players. Reverse forced to go out in the open. The storm is ticking, but Reverse will take it with his teammates as Riverson does fall, and game 1 is all over.